we are going to learn templating and doing API calls, all those things, nice things we are going to learn today. Okay, so let's get started. And as always, write this down. Attendance sheet will attendance form will be given at the end. So attendance form will be given at the end. Hope you all are able to see what I'm typing. Yeah, it is there. And please do like this video and do subscribe to my channel if you're not done it yet. Okay, thank you. And as it's a certification course, so those who submits the participation form all 5 days, they will get the certifications, nice Node.js certification from a company. So let us start it. And good evening, Ankit. So again, as always, Node.js, we start a lot with the terminal because our backend engineers should know terminal and all. Okay, that is there. And okay, one sec, one sec. Am I frozen? Okay, okay. No problem. At least you can see the screen. Okay, now it is okay. I know something is happening with this my streaming editor and all. I get frozen and all this thing. Okay, so what we are going to do, so async await and all those things we have learned, so it's time to use the or use all of them. Okay, so the we are going to use that popular API known as a popular endpoint known as a final space endpoint we are going to use. So I will also show that. Okay, so and let's create a file mkdir. What will this do? Final space node. Final space node is a good name. Okay, cd final space node. So this is a project which I am going to create, and we are going to hit the final space API, and we're going to get a lot of endpoints from here. We are going to do. Okay, so this is a final space API, and we are going to hit this endpoint. Okay, and that is one of the thing which we do mainly in the backend also. And regarding creation of API, we're doing the next project. Okay, so that is like that. So I'm in this final space node, and here, as always, to create an empty node project, I have to do npm init dash y. So our empty project is been created. Then we are first going to learn how to do this API call through direct through node.js. Okay, before moving to express and all. So there is a node package of postman request. We are going to use this npm package of postman request to do the API call. So and we are going to use means the most means we are not going to use express right now. We are going to directly use something which comes with node. So express makes the node code much more easier. Like node.js is a backend framework of javascript, express.js is a framework of node.js which makes our node.js code very easy. But right now we're not going to use the express.js. We're just going to use, there are many libraries like this postman request through which we can do the API call very much easily. So we are going to do that, and the final space API which we are going to hit is good evening everyone. So this is the final space and API endpoint which we are going to do the raw data and print time loop. We are going to hit this endpoint to get the characters. Okay, so that is there. So this is what we are going to use. Did I did the npm install? No, I did the npm install. So let me go back here. So copy this, do the npm install here, because we have the package.json, so we are able to do that. Okay, so that let this be done. Okay, it is done. And then I will open it with the VS Code, and it is open with the VS Code, and all these packages and all these things are there. Now we have to create a file. So entry point. Okay, so app.js I'm going to create. App.js I have created, and const request equal to require and postman request. postman request. So this is how we have to do it. See this postman request, we have to use it like this. Okay, const request equal to postman request. So they have given us how to use it. Let us use in that way. And const url will be this url, const url equal to like this, and then we have to do the request. Again, they have given all these things, and we have to use the JSON because we are getting back a JSON, so we have to use something like a JSON which they have given it later on. So request, we have to do this, we are using this request, and then here first thing which we are going to do is we have to give this URL comma JSON is true, we have to give, then error comma response we have to do, and then we have to do, let us see what the data is coming. So console log response dot body, I'm going to do save it, node app.js. So yeah, so it took some time because it's an API call. See, it's an API call, and I get all the data. I got all the data. So the API call is successful, and it took some time. You might have noticed that it took 1 second or something like that, and we got all the data. Means everything is working fine. Okay, so that is there. But we can use this errors also. How we can use this error? So let us add the code for that also, because we should always give this error endpoint. Means if some error is there, then what? Okay, so let us do that. If error or response dot body dot error, then console.log unable to connect to the server, and in the else part I'll have this thing. Okay, so this I will have. So let us see whether the error is there or not. So as I will do, so there is no characters endpoint like this. Okay, let me save it, and yeah, endpoint doesn't exist. I'm getting the perfect error. Endpoint doesn't exist, whatever the error is there. Okay, so let me go back, save it, and the API call is done. Okay, so now what we need to do, so this is something which we are telling it is a callback. So now we are going to create a new utils folder here. Utils we are going to create, and inside the utils we have this characters.js I have done. Then const request same thing equal to require postman request. So what we are doing, we are moving all the data, we're moving all the code from app to this characters. Okay, so that we can call it directly from there. So let us move that, but for that let us create a function const get characters equal to callback. See, the callback function is coming in. So callback we have understood yesterday only. Okay, so callback will be there, but here what I'm going to have, let me have all of this code, take all of this code and paste it here. Const URL equal to character URL, and request is like this. And if error, we're not going to console log here, we are going to call the callback function. We are going to call the callback function here. So this is how callback is used. So we are going to call the callback function. Now I have to export the module dot exports equal to get characters. So get characters, I'm going to export it. Now I will go back to the app.js, and the first thing is that I'm not going to import this thing. I'm going to import a const get characters equal to require utils and characters, because it is in a folder utils and characters. We are going to get that the file name is characters, and I am going to get this get characters. So because let me see it is right or not. Get characters, I'm going to do. Good evening everyone. And then, so how to use this callback? So this callback we have to use like this. Get characters I'm using, okay, and then here error comma data I will use. Anything I can use actually. Error dot data I'm writing, and then if error, then let us show me what one trick. Okay, I can, if the if statement has only one statement, I can do it like in the same line also. This is a JavaScript thing. Okay, return console dot log of error. So not this many times. Console dot log of error, else console dot log of data. So this I've done. It is way too much. You can do this also. This is much better. So it is returning this. So this I'm calling this get characters and passing the error and the data, and if the error is there, I'm returning it. And see this callback function is there. So this is how the callback works. Okay, this is how the callback works. Okay, this is how the callbacks work. Callback, and it will work like this. So it will call that callback function. So we are passing actually the callback function only here, error data. So this is how our callback works. So let us now go back and node app.js again. I'll do. I'm again getting the data. Means it is working fine. So this is there how we have done this callback and use these things. Now this is the normal way to do Node.js. Okay, so now we are going to learn about Express, how to use the Express and do all these things. And we are not we are again going to use some external API, create our own API. We are going to do after this. Maybe tomorrow we are going to do this, because today we are not going to do that. Create our own API. Okay, so that thing. Okay, so but see, all this code is tough kind of a thing. So this is a pure Node.js code, and again I'm using something from Node. But most of the time, Node you are going to use with Express.js. Express.js is again a framework of Node.js, but the code is much more easier for Express.js. So I'll keep this code, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to have inside this only something as mkdir as server. I'm going to have cd to the server. So all of the Node.js code we are going to do it there. So that Express.js we are going to do it there. So npm init dash y I'm going to do. Again, an empty file will be created. Let me close these things. Okay, because maybe I will close this also, because I will open this only. Okay, this server, the package.json has been done. Okay, now we have to install some of before even installing. Okay, so let us install some of those things. First thing which I'm going to install is npmi express and hbs. HBS is known as handlebar. It is a very important thing, handlebar. Why it is important? Because with the help of this handlebar, we can create HTML also. So we don't require some front end thing like React and all. So HTML code we can create in the server only, and that will be much more faster. But this is not much capable, and in the React level, that's what different front end, but we can do this thing. Okay, so that is there. And when we are understanding pure Node.js, you can learn this. These are known as templating thing. HBS handlebar, it is known as handlebar. it is a different kind of a easy kind of a language, means HTML. It is quite easy. We are soon going to see how easy it is. So this is done. We have created this, and the package.json I'll go, and the script will be start and nodemon app.js. I'll do, because install nodemon. Okay, I didn't install nodemon, so npm I nodemon I'll do. Okay. So there's a nodemon gets installed, and app.js. Okay, so I can directly run the nodemon is there, so npm start I'll run, so that it will always run. Okay, npm crashed. Okay. Oh, it crashed because it didn't found the app.js actually. Okay. App.js I'll do. Yeah, it is working fine because we have just created the app.js. So now we'll learn how to use express.js. Okay, so let us do that, and let us again create something of our own, and then we are also going to use that API endpoint. Okay, so const express equal to require express, and const app equal to express. Do it like this, and then app dot get. So app dot get is the basic route is there, and then rec dot res, and so when it will go to the main route, what we are going to do. So this is what we are going to do. I'm here, and then res dot send. So I'm going to send something back, which is send a object. I'm sending an object, final space comma name is Bindu. This was there, and this, and about endpoint directly we can send some data also, means it is not like object we have to send. We can directly send something like welcome to express, then app.get and backslash help we are going to do, and here help text is this is some helpful text, comma title is help, name is like this, and then we have to listen for the changes. Okay, so app dot listen 8080 maybe comma like this, console dot log of server is up or not port, like this. Okay, it is okay for now, it is okay. Save it now. Okay, it is also showing this. So this is done. Now let us go to localhost. So let us see whether it is working or not. So yeah, it is working. Why? Because in the main localhost this I am getting this endpoint I am getting, so it is working fine. Then let us see the about. So get APIs, you can see it like this only. You don't need a Postman also to see the get APIs. So for post APIs, we definitely need Postman, or else how we are going to pass the data unless we have a front end. So about is just a string because I'm sending a string, and then again the help is again a JSON object I'm passing. A JSON object I'm passing raw data pretty print a JSON object I'm getting. So that's how that's how these simple routes are working. So now what we are going to learn, we are going to learn about templating. So templating is something like this, a different kind of a language. The HTML we can create on the server side also. So that is done by different templating engines are there. But the thing is that I have never seen a very big production project on this, although you can create a lot of things on this. Means it is not like that, it is not as powerful as React, but it is there. And but it is faster than React. What? Because React is a front end and React is a client based thing. Whenever we make some request, the React code is sent to the browser and it is run there. But if you have something on a server, it will run on the server, it will run on that powerful server. So it is sometimes much more powerful, and for that reason only people are moving toward Next.js, which is a server side rendering of React. Next.js isn't so much demand. So if you know React.js, Next.js is very easy. And Next.js I'm going to cover during the last month of February. There will be a certification course on Next.js. And if you know React.js, it is 99% same only. Only a bit of difference is there in Next.js, but that 1% change you should know what is there. And how to do it. The create React app is totally different. And Next.js in your resume, it definitely adds value because people are nowadays then what Next.js code only, not React code. And I was told it is completely same to React.js. The only difference is that it will sit on your server. It will not send on to the client browser, and that's why React.js itself is very fast. Next.js is even more faster than that. But we're not going to do that now. We are going to do the templating engine, which comes with Node.js, and we don't even need a front end for that and or any special type of languages. So this templating engine is known as HBS, which we are going to use. So for that, we're going to create some folders. So first folder which we are going to create is the public folder, and the next folder which I'm going to create is the not inside this but outside this is the templates folder. This folder I have to create, and then inside that templates we'll have two folder. Okay, one is partials and one is views. These two folders I'm going to have. And let us have some files now. So views, so instead of showing this about and all this here, we are going to have some files to be rendered instead of that. So in the views I'm going to have about .hbs handlebar. See, it is also known as mustache, handlebar mustache. So this mustache thing is coming, handlebar mustache. View is about .hbs help.hbs and index.hbs. So these three things I'm going to have. And in the partials, I'm going to soon tell what is the partials. It is like a footer.hbs, header.hbs. So these things have been done. Okay, so let us see what are they. So here a lot of things are open. Okay, so how to use them first. Okay, so in the app I'm going to come and I'm going to change the project, change everything first. So we have to use all these things, the footer and all these things. So for that we have to add some more things. Actually I add a lot of things here. The first things which we are going to add here is the const path equal to require path, because we have to tell Node.js where everything lives. Path equal to require path, const hbs equal to require hbs. So hbs also we have to do. Now we have to give the exact folder part like this, public path. Also, we are going to see what is there in the public path, public, and this view directory path, partials path. Those we have to give. So how to give those? So let us do that. And for that, we have to do const pub dir, it's public dir, equal to path dot join dir name. So dir name, this thing we have to do, and we have to give the exact, and that is not dot dot, it is dot public, because the app.js is here and public is only one level deep, so it is dot public and not one level deep, it is actually at the same level. So dot public I have to give. Similar to this, I have to give this const view views, maybe views is correct word, views dir equal to path dot join and dir name, and it is not views, it is dot templates, dot templates, because this is dot templates and then the views is this, so I have to give the correct part of that. So views dir have done, and then partials dir is there. Okay, am I able to see? Okay, partials dir, okay, everything is okay. Partials dir, again this is partials is there. I think the spelling is right. Partials. Okay, partials, the spelling is right. So that is there. After that also, where I'm using this partials dir. Okay, it is okay. So now we have to use some other code, some to know the Node.js that we are using this templating library or not. Node.js is easy to learn or not that much easy to learn Node.js. Uh, if you want to be a backend developer, then only learn Node.js, or you want to be a front end full stack developer, then only learn Node.js, or else first become a front end developer with React.js and all. So Node.js have a lot of pure JavaScript code, and it's a bit different than your, it depends how you find it. Anyways, if you know React.js very well, it will, you will find it easy. If you know React.js, if you know JavaScript, it is easy. Okay, that's why people prefer Node.js, because they don't have to learn a new language. It is all JavaScript code building, but this is totally different than React.js. Okay, so that is there. So app dot set I'm going to do, and then view engine. So see, there is a Jade engine also is there. So there are a lot of templating engine out there. Jade also is there. HVH I'm going to do, and then app dot set views and views dir, and okay, with this, so I'm using this views. Okay, and this partials is something which we are going to see. What is this partials? HBS dot register partials, registers partials I do, and then it is partial dir, partial dir, yeah, it is okay. And then, so this much things we are going to do because we want to use those path. Okay, and then we have to use this app. So this is kind of a static code, means you, this is something like importing thing which you do, but there is a lot of importing. App dot use express dot static and pub dir, I'm doing. Okay, so this all is done, the setup is done. I think everything has been shown. Views dir, partials dir. So partials are different than views. We are soon going to learn why partials are a bit different than views. Okay, and what are views, in fact we are going to learn. This we are going to change now. We are not going to have these static things, we are going to have everything coming from this files. Okay, so how to do that? So rest dot get is there, and then rest dot, instead of send, I'm going to do rest dot render. I'm going to do rest dot render. And what to render? I want to render the index. There is an index.hbs file which we have, so I want to render that index.h, this index I want to render. Okay, so index.render, and what I'm passing here, so this is something like props which you pass in React. but we can pass it in this way, something like props, which those who don't know React means, this is some props means the data. I can pass some data also to this index file, so to which is a HBS file. I can pass some data, and this is the data. So similar to this, we are going to have the about also, and about we are going to do the render. So render I'm going to do, and I was just showing this thing. Okay, so then I'm going to do about, and I'm going to pass again, and title about me, and name is Avendu Vishwas. I'm going to pass again. So I'm passing this, and then is help also. I'm going to do the render. I'm going to do, and help text and all these things I'm going to pass, but I have to pass it to the help. Okay, I have to pass it to the help. I'm passing it to the help. Save it, and all those things are okay. Okay, now let us make those partials first, footer and the header. So what are the partials? Major difference between Node.js, and there are way too many difference between, but this is a good question. Major differences between Node.js and Vue.js. Node.js is a backend library, okay, and Vue.js, AngularJS, and React.js are front-end library. Those three are front-end libraries, so there is no comparison with Node.js. Okay, so Node.js comparison is with competitors, or comparison. Node.js is with Java and .NET, C#.NET. So those are the comparison with Node.js. Totally different. Vue.js is like React.js. As I always tell, React.js, Vue.js, and AngularJS are used to do the front end. Node.js is mainly for the back end. So Node.js, Java, and all those things are much more complicated, because front end mainly require HTML and all those things, but the back end requires a lot of other logics also are there. So Node.js is a back end thing. Vue.js is a front end thing. Vue.js is actually a combination of AngularJS and React.js. Maybe sometime I'll do Vue.js also on the channel. On a fourth week, I'll do the Vue.js also. Okay, so okay, that is good. Therefore, the certificate, that is good. Yeah, everyone will get the certificate. Okay. So if you are doing for the certificate, that is good, means but you're learning these things. Okay, so let us do, or else we won't be able to complete it. So header.hbs we are doing, and then header. So a header I'm going to have, and then h1 I'm going to have, and then see the thing which I was passing from here. Okay, so this, I am having a title here. So we are going to soon see what is this your partials. Okay, title I'm doing, and then a is there, href, like final says. And everyone, please do like this video, and please do subscribe to my channel if you're not done it yet. It will help the channel grow, and I can give you all more certificates, and give all people more certificates, so that they can reach the pinnacle of their career. Okay, and those who don't know, I run this month-long web app development thing. So this is the fourth week. I think that it is a fourth iteration will start the next month. Next month, but it is 31st. It will start because it starts on a Monday. So CSS beginners to advanced, followed by JavaScript beginners to advanced, followed by React.js beginners to advanced, and the main thing, the next month I'm going to do the fourth week, which is the week which is running right now. Fourth week I do anything which is related to, first 3 weeks are the main thing to make you a web app developer, and fourth week is always addition to that. The fourth week I am going to do the hottest topic, means now it's the Next.js. So Next.js certification will be there on the last week of February. Next.js certification, it's a React.js server-side framework. Okay, so you all might have heard that Next.js a lot. Next.js, not Node.js, Next.js I'm talking about. Okay, about, and this help I'll do, and help I'll do, save it. Okay, we're soon going to see what is this. And then in the footer I'll have the footer, and then created by name. So save it. Okay, so that is there. Now these are the partials which we have created. Header and footer were in the partials folder which we have created. So let us have this index.hbs created, and index.hbs was only the thing which we are calling from the here index about. Why it is like this? There is some error here. About should be like this. The index, about, and help. So those are there. So let us make the index, and again it's a complete like a HTML file only. So I will do that. Always the thing which I always do. So not, and that shortcut meta I don't require. So title is there, and then title I will write home here. So what are partials? Partials are actually the common code which we can use everywhere. So see, on all the pages, the header and the footer will be common. So that's why I created a partial of the header and the footer. Okay, so this is like a normal HTML file, but there are some additions to it. Okay, in this. Okay, so div of class equal to main content I'm going to do. Then okay, and then how to use this partials. Yeah, it is kind of a props only in but they are not known as props. Okay, so this and this is not that powerful also as React. So this header I want to use in this index whole of the header file. So how I will use that? So again I will do this thing, and then not, and then header I have to do header like this. Okay, so this is how I will use the header, and p I'll do this site gets various data from final space API like this I'll do. And then I want to show the like the footer here. So footer again I have to do this greater than, and then the footer I have to save it. Now let us create the other things like about and help. So index.hbs we have done. So I'll come here, and about I'll do about, and here it will be about, and then main content header p, there will not any p here. So about will be like this, and then help will be like this. Save it. Okay, so this is also done, but help we are going to have something more. We are going to have show the help text also. So we are passing the help here. Help where? So help, we are passing the help text. We are going to show that help text also. So how to show that? Just I have to come here and p help text. I'll show it like this. Help text. Save it. Okay. Now let us go. So partials we are going to use it with greater than, and if you are going to use something which is like a props help text, so help text we have to use it like this, and this is how we use the partials. Okay, that is done. So let us go to the local host like this and see the HTML has been served. The HTML has been served, and this all are also working. So I'll click on it. About is been shown, and help is also been shown. This is some helpful text, and this is how this is going to varies data from final space. So where is that? Not it is data. So this is working fine. So this is how we can create a HTML also serve from the server side. Okay, so in the now in the public folder we want to show the styles and all those things. Okay, now in the public folder we are going to create a css folder, and here I'm going to put a style.css in the css folder. Hopefully it is in the css folder. Yeah, it is in the css folder. Let us copy some css because we are not going to learn much of the css here. Okay, so the css has been done, and box sizing and html image. Okay, background. Okay. Okay, one sec. Okay, I think okay, one sec. I need to have a good image also. So image, background image. Let me. Okay. Okay, let me actually have it. I have it somewhere. This images because I don't want to download down from the internet. Okay. So open reveal in file explorer and the css folder is there. I'll have an image folder also here, mg, and it has got two images. One is my image and one is a background image. Okay, one is a background image it has got. So we have this image. Okay, so now it's time to have something more. Okay, so this is done. Background and all these styles and all I've done, so I can use the style sheet now. Okay, so first thing which we are going to do, we are going to use change the about and we're going to have all these things. Okay, so here how to link the style sheet. Okay, it is not that simple, means it is not that tough also. Think css to do, but what is the path? So the path is, we have, it is in the public folder. If it is in the public folder, we can directly access that path. Okay, so we can directly access it by slash css and then the style.css. I hope it is style.css only. Style.css it is. Okay, then the header is there. Header is okay. Actually this footer, we need to have it inside, and footer are inside, and then we are going to have that image src is img, and there is me dot jpg. So like the css, I can access the img folder also directly. .jpg I'll do, and alt is self I'll do, and the class I have to put because this class is there in the css folder. Okay, so class equal to for 8 I'll do, and save it. And after this, let me have a p I teach both freshers and experienced candidates web development and provide career guidance. So let me do what I'm do. Let me have another p, and this, let me have lorem 20, maybe lorem 20 I'll do, and so lorem 20 is less. Save it. Now let us go back to the about page and see the about page is working fine. Even the footer and all these are also looking fine. So even the footer are been set because all of these styles I have already done. But now let us do something more like this final space and all these things. We this help also we are going to change now. Okay, so maybe this help I am going to do, one sec. So this help also I'm going to change. Actually it is also static, see much, not much to say. So I'm just again doing the style sheet, and the header is there, and the help page I'm showing, and just different links for me, and the footer has been shown here. So if I save it, and it will, I go to help text. Now all the help text have been shown, nothing much here also. But the main thing is that the API call, I want to do the API call from the index.hbase. I want to do one API call from here. So how to do that API call from here? So let us do that. Okay, so link I'm going to do. See here we are creating the whole of these things. Okay, okay, and CSS style.css. What is the user extension? What kind of resource they don't know. I'll give you the GitHub for this. Okay, GitHub link for this. Extension SBS is known as handlebar. Handlebar is a templating library of Node.js. Okay. So this code will be there in the description. GitHub link I will give. Okay. CSS and style dot CSS I have given. Okay, the home is there, and then this P is there. And now we are going to use a JavaScript also. See the JavaScript which I'm using right now, it will have a lot of client-side JavaScript code. In this HBase, we can use a lot of client-side JavaScript also. So this footer I've done. After this div, I will have this script, and src equal to js and main.js. So what is this js? I will create a folder now. In the public, I will have a js folder, and then inside this js folder I will have a main.js. I'll have main.js I am having. Okay, so that I'm having, and let us connect this all. So main.js I'm calling this. Now here what I'm going to have here, I'm going to have before the footer I'll have a form, like a normal form I'll have. Okay, this form I am going to have, then input type number and place folder equal to location id and button of search. This form is ending. After this form I will have a h3 msg. I'm having enter any id from 1 to 12, and then after this div dot card. So a div with class of card and hash id of card. Actually this class of card, we have a style for that class of card. So is there an id of card? We are going to soon use it in the main.js. So this main.js is there. So now we are going to use in the main.js. We are going to use a client-side JavaScript kind of a thing. We can do these things also. Client-side JavaScript kind of thing we can do. But first, just let me see whether everything is working fine or not. So final space the home. See, everything is coming fine. So now we have to just show the data. So the form is there, and in the form I have to enter some number, because we are going to hit one endpoint, a very interesting endpoint. Okay, if I go to final space.com, we are going to, oh, where is this docs? I have to go to docs endpoints, and I'm going to hit a location endpoint, and that also not all location endpoint. I'm going to hit this endpoint, and there are 14 location in this whatever series it is there. And when I'm going to hit this location endpoint, I am going to get the data of some planet or something like that. Okay, so that is what we are going to do. So now I'm going to do const location form equal to document dot query selector and form. So I'm selecting this form. Okay, then const search equal to document dot query select input. I'm selecting this input directly. Then const msg equal to document dot query selector, and it is like hash msg. I will attach it in this only. Why to send it in WhatsApp? Let everyone have. I will attach it here only. In the description you can find it. Okay, so that is there. And so because before becoming a Node.js developer, if you don't know GitHub, then it is very difficult to become a Node.js developer. Node.js developer have to work a lot on the backend things. Okay, so like GitHub and all this, they should know pretty well. So I'll give the GitHub link, copy it from there if you don't know. Card equal to document dot query selector, and this card is there. We are going to get this card also. So we have this message and this card, we are going to get this card also. So and hash card I'm going to do. Okay, and I forgot to give the let me give the attendance form. Mark your attendance here. Please mark your attendance and please do subscribe to my channel if you're not yet subscribed, and if you're watching it for the first time, I will help you to become a highly paid web app developer. That is what I do, and every month we run month-long courses. Okay, so this is what is done. So please do subscribe to my channel, like this video. And yeah, Node.js is tough. It is a mixture of everything. Yeah, this is complex. It's not the easiest thing in the world. Okay, so this is there. Backend is always tougher than front end. Okay, so that's why I always tell become a front end developer first. Backend you can learn later on, then become a full stack developer. So this location form I'm going to do, but see the backend is so much powerful that I don't even need a front end because of this handlebar thing. Okay, so let add event listener submit I'm doing. So I'm doing the add event listener here. Then I'm to do now dot prevent default I have to do as always. Prevent default I have to do. Then const location id equal to search dot value. Search dot value is there, and then msg dot text content equal to loading. So I'm taking this search dot value, whatever the user enters there. Okay, I'm taking that, and after that I have to use the fetch. I'm using the fetch API now. Okay, so the fetch I'm going to use, and in that fetch I am going to use this endpoint actually. Okay, and this 3 will not be hard coded. This will come from the location id. This will come from the location id. Then I can have a fetch. This time we'll use fetch with then. So we have used a lot with async await, but we can use it like this also. So with the then we are going to use this, and then the when we are going to use it with then, so what happened, rest and rest.json will come. Hope I'm not giving it wrong. So rest.json, it comes like this, and then after that what happens, I have to use another then here. So then that's why sometimes async await is much more easier than this. Data I'll do. Now the data will come. Now this thing I can do anything. Okay. So now if data dot error, content is the main thing which I do. Means this is just the 4th week. So those who don't know, I run month-long classes on my YouTube every month. First is the CSS week, second is JavaScript week, second week, third week is React.js week. Those are always constant, that will be always there all 12 month. And the fourth week is experimental week, and I do anything there. So sometime I whatever will add to your front end knowledge. Sometime I do Node.js. This time I'm doing Node.js. Previous time I did AngularJS, and before that I did Redux.js, which always Redux, which always add to a React knowledge. So that is there. Front end classes are always there. Okay, so you can attend from it is starting, front end classes are again starting from 31st January, so you can attend the same time on the channel. Okay, so this is there. So if error is there, so I'll do this message or test content data plus error, or else I will have everything been printed. Okay, msg dot text content. So what is msg? Msg is this: enter any id from 1 to 0. Msg dot text content, I'm going to make it empty, and then after that card dot inner html. So this is the main thing which I'm going to do. This card dot inner html, we are going to show the data which we are going to get from the API endpoint. Okay, and then this is like a div. Okay, now I have to write everything. Div is card container div like this, and then img data dot so where this is coming all from here, data dot img url data dot, because we have successfully done this API endpoints, and data dot name is there for img. And then after this I will have the h1 is data dot name. Okay, h1 is data dot name. Then we'll have some ULs to show all these things. Okay, so unordered list we'll have, and unordered list I'll have like this. Yeah, we can use the cache to get the error, but it will make the code a lot bigger. It's okay, we can use then and catch to get the error. Okay, so then strong type strong data dot, I'm going to get a type, data dot type I'm going to have, and 2 3. Okay, so data dot type I'm going to have, and generally every planet have some inhabitants. It is, I'm getting it as an array, so I'm going to show inhabitants inhabitants number 1, data dot, what is this? This is inhabitants, data dot inhabitants 0, and the same thing inhabitant number 2 is 1. Okay, so that is there. And let us go to the home if everything is right and we have not messed out thing. So I'll do 1 loading, and the data is coming fine. So the data is coming fine, and 2 I'll do, the data is coming fine. 3, the data is coming fine. 4th, the data is coming fine. 5, all the datas are coming fine. Okay, it doesn't have any. 6, okay, it is undefined. But yeah, there might be nothing is there. Okay, so all the datas are coming fine in all these things. Okay, so with this so where did you get the 404 error, Ananta? So we're done for today. Means there is no 404 error here. You can have add those things. So this is a small application with HBS and all. So hope you liked it. This is HBS thing not many people teaches, and this is very important Node.js stuff. You are going to become a backend developer, you should know a bit of templating libraries also, because sometimes it happens that the front-end developer is not available, or you have to create a small app, so you have to know this HBS templating language also. It is not as powerful as React, but we have some React kind of a concepts are there. Okay, so React kind of a concepts are there. And then you can ask me on the WhatsApp chat. I think you're there with me about, if you want to ask something about this projects, you can ask, or else we can call it a day and we'll meet tomorrow, and we'll do some do the day 4. I hope all of you have filled the attendance form and all of you have liked this video. Okay, so that is there, like this video. So like this video and do subscribe to my channel if I'm not done it yet. Okay, so Ananda, I will take your question offline in the WhatsApp chat, or WhatsApp, you are with me on WhatsApp, so we'll chat it there. Whatever you have, we'll do it. Okay, so with this, I will end today's stream, and hope you all liking this, and hope you all get the certificate of this Node.js also, which will add to